Hey Thrifted friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit, but I have been busy and we are in my kitchen next to my brand new window garden. The past few weeks I have been seeding, I have been collecting, and my babies have been growing. I have even collected my romaine lettuce. So I guess you can just cut off the top and then put it in some water and it continues to grow. And well, this experiment so far is going really well. I also just have some succulent plants that I actually don't know the name of because they were given to me from a friend, so I will have to do that research. And I have some African daisies and this dill that's not doing so great, but this dill that's doing great, and lots of flowers. This video will also highlight me drilling holes into all of the ceramic and porcelain and even glass containers that I have been putting all of my plants in. And up on the top shelf I have my aloe plant. That's actually my oldest plant. It's about 1.5 years old. Next to my bamboo that was, I've had her for about 6 months. My boyfriend got me her. And then a couple others that are just starting. And my sad tomatoes that I'm hoping that I didn't kill, but I possibly did. And some hot peppers. And I also, in this video, will show you moments where I actually broke things, because I was like, yeah, when you're drilling into delicate things, they're probably gonna break. And I broke this one and another one that's not on this current shelf, so you'll be seeing those. Alright, and enough about my pretty plants because I love them so much, and let's go into the process of how we got here. So here we have an ordinary boring window, and we're going to transform it. First step, building the shelves. A little prior work, I measured the windows and realized that I needed them to be 3 feet long, so I bought a 6-foot piece of wood. My honey cut it in half for me and I stained it. And be sure to ventilate your area and wear a mask. My window is open. Alright, we'll set that aside to dry and on to try these grow kits. I've never used them before, so hopefully I don't destroy them. But watching that pellet soak up that water is oddly satisfying. Fudge brownie or dirt? Either way, it looks tasty. Just kidding, I totally did not eat the dirt, but I followed the directions and hopefully these come out. Alright, we are brought to another day and they are dry, so flip them over and stain the other side. And set those aside to dry again. And remove the curtains. And I'm just giving a little measure here to see where I want to secure the L brackets to the shelf. And thank goodness we have a nice fit. Now just to ask for a little help to hold that in place while I screw it in. Double check that it's even or that'll drive you crazy, and screw in the other side. And well, I just built these pretty shelves, pretty much by myself. This curtain does not last long for the final product, but it sure does look pretty in this stage. Alrighty, on to step 2, the seeding process. And let me just start by apologizing for any of the mistakes I'm about to make that make you cringe. Definitely a first-time gardener over here and learning as we go. That being said, I'm just going to speed this up into a montage, and instead of talking about gardening as something I know how to do, let's talk about something that I do know how to do.
which I'm pretty sure you could guess is thrifting and crafting. So if those two things are something that also excite you, I would head over to our Facebook and Instagram so you can give us a follow there, where I post more frequently and you'll be able to see short form videos of all the projects that I am working on. And as a sneak peek, Thrifted Boutique will be hosting a contest that will involve crafting and the chance to win a mystery sewing box full of vintage and thrifted materials. So to stay in the loop on that contest, be sure to head over to our Facebook and Instagram and give us a follow there. Alright, now that the seeding process is over, we can move into step 3, where we're going to drill holes into all of these teacups and cups to make planters pots. First things first, go to the hardware store and get yourself a diamond-tipped drill bit. They come in a bunch of sizes, so it can be a little tricky. I went with a 1/4 inch because of the size of the teacups I was using. I figured on the bigger pieces I could always put 2 holes instead of 1, and your homegirl's cheap and was only gonna buy 1. Alright, things to know. Make sure you put water wherever you're drilling so you don't run out your drill and it doesn't overheat. Make a small etch and start at a 45-degree angle and work to a 90-degree angle. Put it on full blast and let the natural weight of the drill do all the work. Don't press too hard. Or this'll happen. Well, guess you can't win them all, can ya? Good thing we have glue to fix this super sharp puzzle. So again, put a little water. Make sure you etch a little etch there, start at a 45-degree angle, work your way to a 90-degree angle, and let the drill do its job. Alright, and give it a little wiggle too. And another one bites the dust. Well, this sucks. But I can fix it. Alright, on to the most interesting piece I drilled a hole into. Same rules apply, except this one is at a really weird angle. And I'm gonna stick with just one because I would be so sad if I broke it now. Alright, here are all my finished pots, ready for some plants, and these ones ready for some mending. And we are on step 4, Fix My Boo-Boos, featuring clear Gorilla Glue. Be super careful during this process. You should be in a well-ventilated area, you should wear gloves, and the pots are super sharp, so just be really careful and make sure you glue the heck out of them. Once they are glued to your satisfaction, set them aside for 24 hours and do not touch them because they take a long time to dry. Which brings us to step 5, the repotting phase, and my babies are actually growing. So again, I am a first-time gardener, so I may mess up a few of these repotting things, but I sure am gonna try. So while you sit here and watch me repot these, let's chat about content. As most artists / YouTubers and people, I have so many projects and ideas of things that I would like to do. And as we all know, there is just not enough time in the day to get it all done. So I want to ask you guys to comment below and let me know what kind of videos you would like to see. A few of the ideas I am thinking about are either taking you out in the woods and foraging and finding craft materials outside and making things, or possibly taking you thrifting with me so you can see how I thrift for things and then take that item and do a thrift flip. And I've even contemplated going down the route where I teach you how I make my homemade all-natural skincare. So really, I just kind of want to know what you guys are thinking. So if you like one of those or all of those, just comment below and we can create some conversation. So let's get back to repotting because I am almost finished. Alright, step 6, and she is finished. Obviously, with every garden and living thing, this will always need to be maintained, and she continues to grow little by little. And it's always fun to wake up every morning and look at your windowsill to see where they are that day. I sure hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and if you did, please leave your comments below and be sure to hit subscribe to watch more thrifted lifestyle videos. And if I haven't plugged it enough already, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more frequent content and to stay in the loop on the contest that is up and coming.